Good afternoon. My name is Sheriff Calvin Barrett, and I'm here to provide an update on an incident that took place yesterday evening in the Town of Albion here in Dane County. This is a tragic and very rapidly evolving event that took place throughout numerous jurisdictions of our county that involved numerous agencies and unfortunately ended with the passing of life of two of our very own community members. Before I get started on the summary, I want to be very clear that our hearts ache today for the friends and family of those who passed away. No matter the circumstances, we at the Dane County Sheriff's Office take the loss of life very seriously, and we send our deepest condolences and are empathetic to the loss of life that occurred yesterday evening. The incident included multiple scenes, including a police pursuit in regards to two individuals firing rounds at our deputies and other responding agencies. It included a handgun, a rifle, as well as an armed home invasion, an armed standoff, and again leading to the decease of two of our very own community members. In summary, at approximately 5:30 p.m., the Dane County Sheriff's Office received a call of a checked person incident that took place in the town of Dunn. Deputies responded on scene and made contact with the family that advised that an individual and two individuals came to the house and dropped off a young child. The male and female left the scene and the deputy aired out the vehicle to complete the investigation in regards to the checked person. As officers attempted to make contact with the vehicle failed to stop and a pursuit ensued. It went through numerous jurisdictions and both occupants of the vehicle fired their weapons at deputies and responding agencies. The vehicle came to a stop in the town of Albion after tire deflation devices were deployed. The female fled the scene and went into a wooded area. Through the use of technology and great police work, we were able to get in contact with the female, but she was found unresponsive. Deputies and responding agencies immediately started life-saving measures, but unfortunately, they were unsuccessful. The male half fled the scene as well, fired several rounds into a house on Ramsey Road in the town of Albion, entered the house, and barricaded himself in the basement of the resident. This male was later identified as Alexander C. Grunke. Inside of the house was a family. The Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies courageously ran into the house, was able to secure the family and get them away from the house in a safe manner while an armed subject, Grunke, was in the basement of their home. The courageous acts of the deputies and the courage of the family is the reason why they were able to be removed from the house without further incident. As the individual was armed and barricaded in the basement of this residence, our Dane County Sheriff's Office used all of the tools in our toolbox in order to ensure that we were able to get in contact with the individual by use of our hostage negotiations team, by use of our tactical response team, by use of crisis negotiation, and other technology that has been provided to us at our Sheriff's Office. All of these attempts were unsuccessful, and deputies eventually made contact with the individual who was pronounced deceased in the basement of an apparent suicide. This is an ongoing and active investigation, but I would love to provide the community in regards to what specifically does that mean. Well, with a situation like this, there are numerous crime scenes that have to be held, that have to be processed, measurements have to be taken, pictures have to be taken, evidence has to be collected so that we ensure there is a full and thorough investigation into this incident. Our CSI investigators are the ones that will be handling this and will continue to process these scenes as this investigation continues. We are putting all of our resources in place right now to ensure that we uncover all of the facts of this incident, including our deputies, our crime scene investigators, our detectives, and any other resources that are needed. For additional information in regards to Grunke and the other individual involved in this incident that was deceased, please contact the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office for those details. So what do we need from the community right now? We need your trust and we need patience. We want to ensure that we have a safe, a full, completed, and thorough investigation and uncover all of the facts of this incident so that we can piece this together and understand exactly what took place. For more information, please follow the Dane County Sheriff's Office social media accounts for updates. This includes our Facebook page, our Dane County Sheriff's Office app, as well as you can go to our Dane County Sheriff's Office website and follow our press releases that's on the website. I would like to thank all of the first responders that were involved in this case. This includes all of the law enforcement agencies that assisted, and this is state, local, and possibly federal agencies that helped with this incident. Would also like to thank the courageous acts of our dispatchers, our fire, and our EMS, as we would not be able to have come to this conclusion without their assistance and their partnership. I want to also thank our Dane County Sheriff's Office team for their work, their dedication, their experience, and their expertise, and their patience in using the technology and using their advanced training to ensure that we do what we do best, and that is try to have all incidents come to a peaceful resolution. I also want to give a big thanks to all of the Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies and professional staff that are covering the extra shifts, the picking up the overtime shifts, while our detectives, deputies, and investigators do their job and conduct this. Without them picking up that extra slack, we would not be able to do the great job that we do with our investigations. I want to also identify the fidelity, the bravery, and the integrity of our Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies and our partners. They represent us in one of the best ways possible, and that is through character, competence, compassion, courage, and communication. And it took all of that to make sure that we were able to isolate this incident and make sure that violence did not spread into other areas of our community. As we move forward, I want to continue to ask the community for trust, and I want to continue to ask the community for patience as we work through this. We will provide updates as they become available to this incident. At this point, I will take several questions before we move on and start continuing the investigation that's taking place.
Can you spell Grunke with the whole name?
I can spell it for you. First name is Alexander, Alexander. Middle initial C, and it's Grunke, G as in George, Runke.
You know how old he is and where he's from?
I believe he was born in 1985.
39.
39 years old.
Where did he live?
Middleton.
Grunke currently has a abduction case. Was that the infant that was dropped off involved in that case?
I'm not sure about the specifics of that, but the reason that we were able to come in contact with him because there was a small infant child that was indeed dropped off at a residence here in our jurisdiction, and that precipitated this incident.
Were any deputies hit by gunfire?
No deputies. At this point in the investigation, none of our deputies expelled their firearms or discharged their firearms, nor were they struck in the gunfire throughout the pursuit.
Any cars hit?
Not at this point. We're still investigating that and are going to continue to process those vehicles, and if that information becomes available, I will be sure to let you know.
So Grunke was one community member who died. Who was the other?
The other was another female that was with him that was in the vehicle.
And where was she from?
I'm not sure exactly specifically where she's from. I believe the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office will be able to provide more information in regards to her identification.
From Dane County.
Again, the Dane County Medical Examiner's Office will be able to provide her identification and all of that information that you're looking for, sir.
And to clarify, is this connected to the death investigation in Iowa? Is Grunke considered the person of interest in that foul play of a woman that was found dead there?
Yes. Based off of our contact with the Dubuque County Sheriff's Office, he is a person of interest in that homicide case.
And the female involved, minor? Is she a minor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Where was that baby dropped off?
It was dropped off at a residence in the town of Dunn. I don't know specifically what that address was, but that's the general area where that took place.
Is that a family member?
At this point, we don't know the specific relationship between the two, but there was some sort of connection, and we will find that out as this investigation moves forward.
Was it a boy or a girl?
I'm unsure, sir.
And do you know where the child is now?
The child is in the custody of Dane County and is safe and unharmed.
What was the connection between a 13-year-old and Grunke?
I'm not sure the specifics of the connection. I believe they might have been related, but we don't really know that at this time. It's still very early in the investigation, and we're trying to put together all of those pieces, sir.
I'm sorry, she was the other community member, though?
Yes. It was the female that passed away, and then Grunke.
Was she firing from the car as well?
We believe so, yes.
Was the 13-year-old believed to be self-inflicted, or
At the time of the contact that we had, there was no obvious signs or wounds that were on the individual, and there were no weapons found at that time when we made contact with the female in the woods.
so there was no obvious signs of wounds when you found the female deceased?
Nope, that is it. Well, thank you guys again for your time. I believe Elise Schaefer will be able to take any additional questions. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time this afternoon covering this very important subject and being the voice and the avenue to which we provide information to the community. Thank you again and have a great day. Thank you.
Elise?